I've heard from lots of people in the disability community really concerned by recent headlines like this. I'm the only Greens Disability Minister in Australia, and I can assure you the NDIS review has not been agreed to by disability ministers yet, and I, as the only Green at that table, certainly won't be agreeing to any plans to cut neurodiverse people from the NDIS without having better services in place, whether in the NDIS or elsewhere. People need services delivered to a high standard and free to access. And they need that access to not depend on what postcode you live in like we had before the NDIS. Yes, there are lots of young people with autism on the NDIS, and that's because being on the NDIS is one of the only ways to access services. But there's not nearly enough services outside of the NDIS. Some of those services used to exist in some cities like mine, but were cashed out when we joined the NDIS. So enough with talking about costs and how governments avoid paying for services people need. We should be talking about how to get better support for people.